Alright, so I'm gonna try to talk a little lower because when I go back to listen to the videos that I've already done, uh, it seemed like I'm talking directly into the mic, and I think that's just because the volume on my voice is like really loud. So, well, not loud. It's just I have a really high no. What do you say? I have a very high volume voice for some reason. I think it's because my hearing. So sorry about that. All right, so just this is one of those videos where I go back to bring up an old topic just to, further illustrate some I don't know, some points that I made in that video, some things I like to brush up on, some things I like to change my views about, some things that I have to comment on, and this is one of those things where I have to comment on something, and I'm not saying I am, but I'm gonna say this. I have a lot of football conspiracies, and I'm not talking about the whole numeric aspect where things are rigged and all this shit is just fake and all this other stuff. I mean, I'm pretty sure that most of that has some validity to it. I try not to focus on it because I mean, what the fuck is the point in even talking or listening or discussing sports if that's the case? I mean, and I love sports. I mean, sports has been a part of my life since I was like 11. So, I have a deep investment in it because I love it. I love football. But I have a lot of NFL conspiracies of like when I made the videos some months back about the New England Patriots and how I believe that they lose in a regular season, like really easy games. Sometimes you'll see New England drop games that people are just surprised by. It blows their mind that New England lost that game. And I believe that they lose to certain teams and they look a certain way. The offensive line may not play as effectively, or the defense may look incompetent at times. But then when the playoffs roll around, you see a different defense. You see a different offensive line. You see a different team almost, like they were 2 years ago. No. Yeah, 2 years ago. No, when was it? Last year. Shit. Sorry, I'm getting my years mixed up. Last year when they looked horrible during the regular season, horrible by New England standards, but they got to the playoffs. They got a first round bye, and see, people like to make the argument that New England would not. They would have a tougher road to get to the Super Bowl if they played in a wild card. And I'm not saying that's not true. I'm just saying I don't think that would matter. It's almost like LeBron's approach to seeding. His approach is, you get me to the playoffs, I'll do what I can, and I'll make something happen. And I'm pretty sure that's New England's views on it. It's nice to have a first round bye. I'm pretty sure everybody plays for a first round bye. So it's not like New England needs the first round bye. But I just wanted to kibosh that whole idea because it annoys me when people say that. But one of the things that I wanted to talk about with this video was the Antonio Brown Collusion conspiracy that he left Oakland, or he forced his way out of Oakland by doing all this ridiculous shit just so he could end up with the Patriots, just so that it would give the Patriots a chance to sign him. And then people talked about how, it's stupid to give up $30 million and only get back 15. It's stupid to do that. But there are reasons people do things that may not make sense to other people because it may look stupid, or it may not make sense to other people. But there's plenty of reasons in life why people make decisions that they do. I mean, if you don't understand them, it's just you. It's not that their choices don't make sense. It's just it makes sense to them. Now, for those that make choices that don't make sense and they don't even make sense to them, that's different. But certain people make certain choices because they feel it's right for them. And I guess Antonio Brown made this decision because he felt it was right for him. So I don't blame him. All right, I don't castigate anybody for making choices in their life. I don't care if I think they're stupid. I don't care if I think they're wrong. I just don't do that. But whether or not you understand them is completely on you and nobody else. So I completely excuse that. I don't even look at that as a contributor. I don't look at that as a factor to discredit the notion that he colluded and got his way out. Now, the reason why I wanted to bring this up is because now we're hearing everybody talk about how New England and Antonio Brown could have colluded to get him out of Oakland and onto the Patriots. I don't want to say I was, but as soon as I found out that Antonio Brown left, as soon as I got the report that he left Oakland released him, and then a few hours later he signed with New England, I made a video and I said, I believe all this shit was fake. I've never heard this story before. I've never heard anybody bring it up before. When I brought it up, now I'm hearing everybody, and I'm not saying it came from me. I'm just saying, like, I don't know if it'd be some shit if it came from me, and then it just like through a pipeline just went crazy. But I feel like I was one of the first ones to broach that subject. That I believe he's lying. I believe that he lied about everything. The frostbites. He lied about the helmet thing. And this is another thing about the helmet thing. It just so happened right before he was about to play Miami that the company that makes his helmets decided that they were just gonna say, we're stopping all business. We're stopping all business with Antonio Brown, so no more. So now anytime somebody brings up the helmet thing, like, well, I thought you didn't want to play because of your helmet. Oh, well, if you were paying attention, the company that makes my helmet said they wasn't going to do it anymore. So it was smart, and it was convenient at the same time. But Antonio Brown just had his first game. Of course, they force fed him, and he played well. I mean, it's the Miami Dolphins, but he was locked in. But I felt like I was one of the first ones to pretty much bring this story to life, because I didn't hear anybody talking about this before he was traded. I didn't hear anybody talk about this before I made that video, and now I'm hearing everybody. Even on ESPN now they're talking about, did Antonio Brown force his way out of Oakland to end up on the Patriots? And I'm not saying that I'm the reason why this is even a thing. I'm just saying that, I don't know, it's crazy how you have a thought. You have a thought in a moment. You have a thought, and you express that thought. And I like to use this YouTube channel because it helps me express some of those thoughts that I have about things that happen. And then it just catches on, and it's like wildfire that now everybody else is having this thought. And it's crazy, man, because, I don't know, man. I'm not some crazy conspiracy theorist that dwells on the unknown like it's some three-eyed monster in a fucking closet at night plotting on me while I'm sleeping or some shit. Like, I don't do shit like that, but sometimes I see things that I don't know, that just isn't so apparent, and I really do believe that he colluded. But I even went a step further with the story. I even went as far as to say that New England was in on it, and they needed to find a trade partner. That's why I put the video out where I said that the Antonio Brown nixed the deal with the Bills because the Bills wouldn't have released him. They wouldn't have released him and sent him to New England. There's no way the Bills would have traded for him and then shipped him off to New England, or released him and let him go to New England. There's no way they would have did that. They wouldn't have been okay with that. So he nixed that deal because people were surprised when he nixed that deal. When he said, no, I don't want to get traded there anymore and I want to go somewhere else, there were some people that were surprised by that, because I guess it was so much in the works that that it was kind of like a last minute just deal breaker thing where he just didn't want to go anymore, and then they found a trade partner. And how far-fetched is it to believe that John Gruden would be in on something like this? John Gruden loves attention. I respect John Gruden as a coach, man, but this dude is a grade A attention whore. We just don't call him that, but he is, man. Anything to have a spotlight on him, this is why he had his own segments like Gruden's Corner or some shit like that, or Gruden's QB camp or some shit that he had where he would critique quarterbacks and stuff like that. Like he loves attention. I'm pretty sure he loves to hear himself talk. I'm pretty sure he loves people listening to him talk. And and Gruden seems like one of those smart guys that think that he is the smartest man in the room, and I don't blame him for that. But how far fetched is it for a man like that to be involved in something like this? And Bill Belichick is very clandestine with a lot of things that he does. Sometimes you don't even understand why he's doing them. Like when he traded Jamie Collins, when Jamie Collins was at the top of his game, we all looked at we all looked at Bill Belichick like, what the hell was that? Like in mid-season, you trade one of the top outside linebackers. I think he traded him for like a third or a fifth round pick or some shit like that. But like we all looked at him like it was crazy. And Jamie Collins goes to Cleveland and pretty much does nothing, obviously. And then he ends up back. And then he has one of the craziest plays I've seen this weekend where a ball literally flew out of the Miami Dolphins player hand and into his, and he ran it back for a touchdown, which was awesome. It was awesome to watch that, But, I don't know, man. I just had this thought, man, that like as soon as I had a thought and I made a video, and I made a video about this right after I heard the report that he signed with the Patriots. I made the video immediately, bam, because I had the thought, like, what the fuck, did he do this on purpose? And after that day, not even the same day, after that day, I just started seeing all these videos about Antonio Brown possibly worked his way out of he lied about all that stuff in Oakland just to get released and all this other stuff. I don't know, man. It's just I don't know, the timing of this theory and how it kind of coincides with the timing of mine. So I don't know, man. If you want to, man, anybody, give me your thoughts on what you think. And again, I love doing these videos. I don't really care about the views. I don't care about the attention. I like doing these videos, man, because I love talking sports, and it's just fun to sometimes just to vent some of my thoughts and some of my ideas and stuff like that. And even if I get 5 views, it's just nice that I can grab the attention of somebody. So, thank you.